English is very easy when you speak alone, but it becomes difficult when you speak with someone else. You understand English, but when you try to speak, you suddenly forget the words and your brain just goes blank. I know the feeling. I've been there too. I was stuck in the same place. I used to understand English well, but I always struggled when it was my turn to speak. But then I discovered something that had changed everything. In just 1 year, without traditional studying, without a teacher, without even a speaking partner, I went from struggling to introduce myself in English to confidently speaking in front of a camera right now. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how you can too. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan you can start today. Let's go. So, why you can understand English but you can't speak? It comes down to two types of vocabulary: passive vocabulary and active vocabulary. Passive vocabulary is words you recognize when you hear them or read them. Active vocabulary is words you can recall instantly when you need to speak. And here's the problem. Most learners have thousands of words in passive vocabulary, but only a few hundred in active vocabulary. That's why you understand a YouTube video perfectly. But when you try to explain the same topic to someone else, you can't find the words. Your brain can't access them fast enough. So, how do we fix this? How do we move words from passive to active? That's where my method comes in. This is what took me from beginner to fluent in just 1 year. Just 2 steps. Step 1. Consume comprehensible input, which means you consume English content that you can easily understand. You should understand about 95 to 98% of what you listen to or read. Not 100%. That's too easy. Not 70%, that's too hard. But the sweet spot where you understand almost everything with a few new words you don't know. This is how your brain naturally acquires a language, when you understand the message. Your brain subconsciously acquires grammar, vocabulary. It will recognize sentence patterns without you even trying. But here's where most people get it wrong. Most English learners think, I need to challenge myself more. If your level in English is intermediate, you say, I should watch a TV show like Friends or CNN News, or you get a novel with classic English with so difficult language where you need to stop every minute to look up new words. And you think that's the right thing to go out of your comfort zone and to force yourself to learn. But no, please don't do this. Here's why. Let's say you read a chapter in a book, about 5 pages, 300 words per page. That is 1500 words total. If you understand 98% of it, how many words are new to you? 6 new words per page. 30 new words in just 1 chapter and 5 pages. That is already challenging enough. That is the perfect level for learning. Now, if you're watching Friends and you understand 70 to 8%, that means 20 to 30% of the words are unknown. That's not comprehensible input anymore. That's just noise. Your brain can't acquire the language from it. You're just getting frustrated. So here's what I recommend. Content like Friends or CNN News is good for B2 or upper intermediate learners, not intermediate learners. So if your level in English is B1 or intermediate right now, here's what you should consume instead. Animated videos made for kids. YouTube channels where the speaker speaks slowly and clearly. Graded readers designed for your level. Simple novels like Wonder, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Peter Pan. I'll put a list of YouTube channels and books for each level. You can download it for free. The link in the description below. And here's the key. Consume a lot of this content. 30 minutes a day is not enough. You need hours of input every single day. But don't worry, you don't need to sit down and dedicate separate time for this. You can listen to English while doing chores, commuting to work, exercising at the gym, driving. I listen to English even while I'm taking a shower. Yeah, crazy, I know. So listen to English everywhere, all the time. Immerse yourself in easy English. The same goes for reading. Read every day, even just 15 minutes before bed. Read easy books. Read graded readers. Listen to a podcast and read the transcript. Read content where you understand almost everything. Do this consistently, and something magical will happen. Those passive words start moving into your active vocabulary. Your brain starts recognizing patterns, and one day you will speak with correct grammar without even thinking about it. That's step 1. Comprehensible input. Easy English. Lots of it. Step 2. Practice speaking. Now, consuming input is essential, but it's not enough. You also need to practice speaking. And here's the good news. You can practice speaking every day, even if you don't have anyone to talk to. Yes, you don't need a partner. You don't need a teacher. You can do this completely alone. This is what I did every single day for 1 year, and I'm still doing this. And this is what made the biggest difference for me. Here's how to practice speaking alone. 1. Talk to yourself every day. I know it sounds weird, but this is the most powerful tool. Just talk about anything. Describe your day, talk about what you're thinking, explain a topic you just learned about, speak about an article you read, summarize a video you watched. You can make mistakes. You can struggle to find words. No one is judging you. That's actually the point. You're training your brain to recall words quickly. You're training your brain to think in English. And here's what makes this even more powerful. Record yourself once or twice a week. Use your phone, record yourself talking for 5 or 10 minutes, then a few days later, watch it back. You will notice your mistakes, you will hear where you hesitated, and you will see what you need to improve. This self-awareness is gold. It's like having a teacher, but you are your own teacher. If you don't know what to talk about what you consumed that day. If you read a chapter of a book, summarize it out loud. If you watched a YouTube video about 5 habits to be successful, retell it in your own words. This reinforces what you learned and forces you to use the vocabulary actively. Method number 2, answering questions method. Go to a website like ESL Discussions. It has hundreds of topics from A to Z, and in each topic there are several discussion questions. Here's what you do. Pick only one topic for an entire week. Not one topic per day, one topic per week. Every day for 10 minutes, answer the same questions about that topic. But why one topic for a whole week? Because this helps activate your passive vocabulary. On day 1, you will struggle, you will pause, you will search for words. But by day 3 or 4, you will be speaking much more fluently about that same topic. And this is way more effective than picking a new topic every day. Method number 3. Use shadowing and retelling. Shadowing means listen to a sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly as you heard it. Try to match the rhythm, the intonation, and copy the emotion of the speaker. And what I mean by retelling, listen to a sentence, pause, and try to say it in your own words. Change the pronoun, change the tense, replace a word with a synonym. For example, you hear, he speaks slowly. You say, he doesn't speak fast, or she speaks clearly, or she spoke clearly. This trains your brain to manipulate the language, not just memorize it. Method 4. Read out loud. Take one paragraph and read it out loud, but do it slowly. Exaggerate while you're reading. Think about the words as you're reading. Connect the words with the meaning in your brain. This is incredibly powerful for moving passive vocabulary into active vocabulary. Method number 5. Asking story technique. This is a secret weapon. This is what trains your brain to think in English and stop translating from your native language. This method was invented by A.G. Hogg, a well-known English teacher. Here's how it works. You read a short story or paragraph, then you ask questions about it and answer them out loud. Let me give you an example. There was a guy. His name was Robert. Robert was a software engineer. He lived in New York. Now, retell the story in questions and answers like this. Was there a guy or a girl? There was a guy. What was the guy's name? The guy's name was Robert. Was his name Adam? No, it wasn't Adam. His name was Robert. What was Robert's job? He was a software engineer. Did Robert live in London? No, he didn't live in London. He lived in New York. You get the idea. Why this is so powerful? Because in real conversations, you're either asking questions or answering questions. This method trains your brain to do both, quickly, naturally, and without thinking. You're practicing the flow of the conversation, but you're doing this alone. You can also find resources for this online. A.G. Hogg has built entire courses about this technique. If you want specific resources or specific channels for this, just let me know in the comments. Bonus tip. Repetition. You need to hear the same words again and again to move them from passive to active. So, don't just consume new content every day. Repeat the same content. Watch the same YouTube video twice or 3 times over 3 days. Reread the same chapter. Listen to the same podcast episode many times. It might feel boring, but this is how your brain locks in the vocabulary and grammar patterns. Here's the thing. If you do these 2 steps consistently for 3 to 6 months, you will see a massive difference. You will be able to speak English fluently, naturally, without translating in your head. It worked for me. It worked for the thousands of learners who follow Comprehensible input. It will work for you too if you commit to it. So, here is your action plan starting today. Week 1 to 4. Consume at least 1 to 2 hours of easy English every day. Talk to yourself for 10 minutes every day. Record yourself once a week. Week 5 to 12. Continue consuming input daily. Practice answering questions method 3 times a week. Shadow and retell content you're consuming. Month 3 to 6. Keep going. Trust the process. The results will come. This is how you build a strong foundation. This is how you move from understanding to actual speaking. In this video here, you will find a plan to get you from B1 to B2 in just 1 month. Watch it next.